All right, Myron triggers a divorced chick. Let's go.
She's 34 and single.
And I'm happy, baby.
If you say so.
Happy.
Stop the cat.
Mad.
All right, first of all, the moment she says, and I'm happy, baby, huh, that huh is reinforcement saying she is indeed perhaps not happy.
Baby.
If you say so.
Happy.
Because that's called pride. Your pride comes up, your ego comes up when you're trying to defend things.
Mad guys after me.
Yeah,
Ain't giving them time.
There you go. So some more reinforcement. Mad guys after me. I'm happy. I'm a single lady. But let's watch.
I mean, nothing.
Having
They
guys
want to smash.
after you that want sex is nothing to flex
They already
about.
got sex.
Yeah, of course.
And they still want me.
What?
So what?
They want you for more sex.
They already got sex. It's been years. It's been years of sex and they still want me.
They want
What's the
more
point?
sex.
What?
They want more
Well,
sex.
why they want it from a 34-year-old when they can get it from a 21-year-old?
Because the value's not high enough to get the 24-year-old.
Thank you. It's easy.
Yeah,
So they gotta-
now
it's
it's
easy.
because of that.
well never run
Because
dry.
men only look at women for looks.
You
Yeah.
just said a
Yeah,
man has to piss in the
essentially.
park to show-
You don't look at a woman like, you know, like say you're walking in a mall or down the street, downtown. You're not looking at like a girl and you're like, oh man, she's got a mean personality. That's someone I can wife. No, the first thing you look at is your looks, right? And
Joe is taking the park.
it pretty much, okay, if you're not a simp, you know, and you're not, if you have options or you can choose a little bit, you don't have to be like alpha. Yeah, you're gonna look at the fucking looks, and it's the same for a girl. You're not gonna fucking date someone who's ugly, or not ugly, but you're not attracted to.
Park.
I just
And
said
then
what
you-
I would do if I had a dick for a day.
I know.
That's it.
They know
How you
that for
gonna
you.
calculate
Do you ever
that
want to be married?
as me being with the dude?
Do you ever
I
want to be
was
married?
married for 9 years.
Oh, damn.
I had two
Okay.
kids.
Oh,
I
you
mean-
had two
And that
kids with a
shit didn't
husband.
work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
She got that stank face going on.
I mean,
She's
It
really
didn't
trying to
work
defend
out.
herself.
So now
I
you're
already
free.
went down that route.
So now you're free.
I'm free and I'm fucking living my life and I'm happy as fuck.
So
Yeah.
you
I'm gonna say this. It's kind of embarrassing, man. Okay, if you're 34 and you're single and you have two kids and you're divorced, it's kind of embarrassing, you know. And she says she's getting laid or whatever, but like, come on. First of all, you're a woman. Women get it way easier than men. You know, she looks okay. She's not ultimately attractive and she's not ugly. So yeah, you're gonna have options. Like if you swipe on Tinder, okay, if you're a dude and you're on Tinder, swipe, 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 swipe. Unless you're alpha, right? You're gonna get a few matches. If you're a girl, swipe, swipe, swipe. It's gonna be match, 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 match. Every single fucking guy is gonna match with you. But 34, single, divorced, two kids. I don't think you should be proud to. It's not, you know, it's not. You shouldn't be proud to get laid. Like that's not a. It's not a valuable position to be in. Like
hated
yeah.
nothing
marriage.
to be
I
proud of.
could date whoever the fuck I want. I've never
True.
been dumped. I have dumped every guy I've ever been with.
Well,
What
you
you
hate
hate
it?
lesson that
Even
you
you're married?
learned though
That's not
from
really a
Yes.
flex.
relationship?
It's not-
Here's another thing. Okay, so with women, right? Like, I think women are just trying really hard to prove that they're strong and independent and stuff, but it's almost to a point where it's like unattractive. It's like, oh, I've dumped every single man I've been with. Fair, but like, you have pride in that, obviously, because you're saying that, and it's not an attractive trait, especially for a man, right? You can imagine if you're a man, you met this girl. She's gonna have so much pride and that ego because she's in her head. She thinks, "Oh, I'm a strong, independent woman." You know, like no man has ever stopped me. I don't need no man. So in your head, as a man, you're thinking, "Fuck, she doesn't need me." Then this might not, you know, like I'm basically like this is a liability. This is basically something that won't be sustainable.
Not really a flex.
And you can also think that she will threaten you with this shit because later down the road, you know, you guys get in a fight, she's gonna be like, "You ain't shit. I don't need you. I don't need any man." And it's just gonna be the same conversation over and over and
I
over
don't
again.
care if that's not a flex to you. That's your opinion. At
It's-
the end
it's
of the
not
day,
really
all
a
I know
flex.
is that I could get whoever the fuck I want to get. Whenever
Wrong. She can get who she chooses to get. She can't get whoever she wants to get. Because I guarantee you she can't get Drake even though she wants Drake.
I want.
You can get whoever you
Period.
want for sex. Yes.
yeah.
But,
For sex,
but
for kids,
the
for
key is,
whatever.
can you get a guy?
Okay, first of all, what kind of man is gonna want to have children with this lady when she's 34, divorced, getting, you know, sleeping around, and she has pride in being independent and she has pride in defending her independence? You know, when you have kids, you want to look for someone who's going to nurture your children and be with you and be around the kids and have family, right? She's like a free bird. She doesn't want any of that.
Right? That you're actually attracted to and you respect and you admire and love to take you seriously.
I did.
Who?
And
You wouldn't have
didn't
left
work
them
out.
if you loved and respected them.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, nothing lasts forever. Because where are you right now? Are you in a committed, happy marriage?
Yeah, Myron.
Are you?
Yeah,
Myron?
Myron.
The male measurement
Myron,
of
the one
success.
that
That's a fair point to bring up. Let's see how he responds.
writes a book?
Yeah,
Are you
see, here's the
committed
difference.
and married?
That's a good question, though.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Men and women are not the same. We don't have the same sexual goals.
Okay.
Your goal is to find the best guy that you can and consolidate on him. Man's goal is to get as many girls as he
I
can.
already met my goal. So now what?
Not really. You're
I'm
single
supposed
now.
to go and find another one to wife me up and have more kids with? No, I already had my kids. I already got wifed up. I already got married.
So
What
she's on a
next?
path of no
I am
return.
happy.
She belongs to the streets.
You can
Apparently.
say that.
I could belong to the streets. I could belong at home. I could belong wherever
of
the fuck
course.
I
Men
want.
and
'cause
women
at
are
the
not
end
the
of the day,
same.
Belonging to the streets is almost a derogative term, and she has pride in that, which is a flag. You know, you don't want to say, like, that's basically saying, I can wild out if I want. Like, it's not something to be prideful in, you know?
sustain myself, and
My
I don't have to
measure of
rely on
success is
nobody or
a
no
man-
dick
a man's
to
measure-
make me happy.
A man's
period.
measure of success is not, can I get married? Remember, we're the ones that choose who gets married. You're the one that chooses who gets sex. So I am the relationship maker. You are the sex maker. So what I'm saying is that that's not really an equal thing to try to say, because you keep trying to compare yourself to me as if we're equal and we're not. Men and
Yeah.
women
I'm
are not the
saying
same
we're
at all.
equal.
Why,
I'm not
then
saying
why
we're
then why'd
equal.
you ask, are you in a marriage or relationship? Like that doesn't have anything to
Because
do
I'm
with the
saying
question.
you're trying to down talk me for being single at 34
Yes,
when I'm
yes,
telling you I
yes.
already had kids and been married and it didn't.
I want to say this right now. Men and women are very different. They play different roles, right? Which is fair. A woman's role versus a man's role, they're both beautiful things, and they cannot exist without one another. So when he says we're not equal, I don't know his definition of it. Like a woman, you know, it sounds derogative. And I watch other videos, and he kind of, it's almost like, I don't know, it's insecurity or manipulation to try and keep a woman in their place, or like, know your place, lady. But what I'm trying to say is, yes, the men get to choose, in a sense, who they marry, and the women give the sex because they birth the child. And that is the beauty behind a man and a woman. The woman creates life. The woman nurtures life. A man cannot do that, right? Men cannot create or birth human life. They play different roles for a reason, so we can exist. So the point I'm going to make is basically, as a woman, you should have a lot of pride in that, in being a woman, and basically realizing your value as a woman. You have a gift that a man doesn't. So yes, men can be stronger, bigger, you know. I think men are the attackers or the defenders, you know, the go-getters, the providers, but also the woman is the person who's going to bring life into this world. So a man can't do that without a woman, and the woman can't give life without essentially having the man providing or defending. And okay, this would go back to, you know, our ancestors or whatever. In today's society, obviously, women can do that on their own, but from a evolutionary standpoint, women are the givers of life, and I think that is a freaking, it's honestly a miracle. Think about it. How can you spawn a life? Like you're creating a human. So if you know that, and you know that's your role, like that you're a woman, right? You get to make life. You're choosing who to make this life with, and that is your absolute power, and that is your that's what makes you a freaking asset. This is why men want to settle down and have children. Men can't just have children on their own. They're looking for someone to have children with, because their legacy is going to go on. And then when the woman has the child with the man, her legacy goes on too. It's theirs together.
Didn't work out. So what I'm saying is that I've reached a point in my life where I'm happy being sustained by myself, and I could fuck whoever the fuck I want and still provide for myself.
It's kind of embarrassing. Like, imagine her kids, right? Who knows how old they are? Maybe she had them young. Maybe she had them a few years ago. Her kids are going to grow up and be like, Mommy, was this you? Like, you have pride in having sex with other men? Well, fuck daddy.
And take
That's
care of my
embarrassing,
kids.
you know?
So
You are
It's kind of like degrading the dad. Like your dad ain't shit now.
happy.
saying here.
Trust me.
Yeah, I don't.
No,
believe-
no,
yeah,
you're,
That's
What
not-
determines her level of happiness?
It's cap.
Please
And
tell me.
what? Here's the thing. She's telling you that this is what I mean when I say girls give each other advice that perpetually keeps them single.
I'm just curious.
And you even said it yourself earlier. And she's giving you advice that's gonna keep you single too.
That doesn't mean that I'm going to take it. I'm just curious as to how you guys figure that she
But you were
isn't
way
happy.
more receptive to what she said versus what we
I'm
told you.
receptive to
Wait,
what
wait, wait,
everyone's
wait,
saying. I'm an
so-
open book. I'm just asking questions. I'm not like
All right,
necessarily
so
taking anybody's
raise
side.
your hand if you want to be single and alone at 50. All right then.
I just asked, how do you determine that she's not happy? What gives away the level of
When
unhappiness?
I can
when-
answer that
when
because she
women-
attacked my job.
What's her
Ooh,
job?
that's-
damn, you
no,
holding
no,
on to that.
Fuck yeah, I am.
Yeah, she was. You see how she said it, and she kind of had some discontent. She was going like this. She was holding that in. Let's see
Here's
what
the
she
thing. I
says.
don't know if y'all have noticed. When a woman's in her masculine a lot, like she is right now,
Yes.
a woman can't be in her masculine energy and be happy.
Okay.
She can't, and she knows that. But she's trying to deflect. Oh, well, you told me if you're in a relationship or if you're married. Well, that's not my goal. My goal is to have as many women as possible. I got a few,
Nobody's
and that's
happy.
where
every
guys.
day, though.
That's what guys typically want. Women want security. Men want a bunch of girls. We're
So
very
do you
different.
feel like
There's actually a really big point that I would love to have a conversation with Myron, because he always talks on, the evolution of man, which is, I think there's a lot of truth behind that, and that's what shapes us as humans, right? Yes, 100, maybe thousands of years ago, right? Men, the kings, the rulers, they start the wars, they go fight the wars. They get to choose, you can have multiple women. Like the kings could have multiple women in multiple families, right? But there's always one king. But it's almost like, I don't know, just coming from a revolutionary perspective, because I think it's easy to have multiple women, but it's harder to honestly just have one wife, one family, and spend your time and grow with that one family versus having multiple women. And also, this goes back to my earlier point, like, you're going to get to a point in your life where the games, that shit gets old, man. When you have 1, 2, 3 females and you're talking to whatever on the side, your DMs, it's like, it's all a game, and he's playing this game, and this game is all to have control in a relationship, but it's too much. Like, how long can you play this game? How long? You're gonna get tired one day. And go look at Andrew Tate now. He's changing his whole belief system, in a sense, to basically be, have a family, have a core unit, settle down. Versus what he's saying, it's like, I can have 1, 2, 3. It's too much.
Men
So
at
are
the end
happy-
of, like,
so let's
does
talk
that
about
ever
statistics
shift?
again. Are happy people happy every day? Is that what you're saying?
No.
What I'm saying is that you are very in your masculine energy, and I know a woman cannot thrive and be happy in her masculine. And based on your life choices of you leaving your husband, etc., you put yourself in a position where you have 2 children and you have to be a mother and a father, and that puts you in your masculine energy,
True.
which has been shown throughout the podcast. So I already know that you're not happy because you have to be in masculine energy constantly.
That's a
What
fair
if I
point.
love being in my masculine energy?
You are.
That's a cope.
How do you know that?
Bing
because-
bong, New York.
Because women are not happy to be in their masculine energy.
Are you a woman?
This is actually true. He's saying it's a cope, and it goes back to the first thing I said at the very beginning. She's reinforcing her idea of being happy. I can be whatever I want. I could do whatever I want. It's like, yes, you can, right? But she's saying those things with a little bit of attitude because it's pride and ego. She's trying to defend her own thought process, and she's trying to reinforce the idea of it's okay to be, who she wants to be masculine.
Don't have to be.
Here's the thing.
I do
That's
agree with
equivalent to
that,
me
though.
saying I'm
not
happy
gonna
in my
lie. I
feminine
do
energy
agree with
when I'm
that.
wearing heels.
No, I do agree with him, though. I'm not gonna
Women are
lie.
not happy in their masculine.
There's nothing like being soft and loved on, and like
Who says I'm
someone
not
taking
soft and loved
care
on
of
in
you.
certain moments,
Okay.
though?
That's what.
Listen, nigga.
Men don't like
You don't want
masculine women.
makeup on.
That's what he's
like,
saying.
You have a big ass. You want a good dress. Trust me, you're not, and you're like you want to be feminine, right? So simple as that. So
True.
you don't want to be in your
A,
masculine.
a woman can't be in her masculine energy and be happy, just like a man can't be in his feminine energy and be happy. If he's being emasculated by his girl all the time, he's not happy, he's miserable, he's
That's a
pissed
fact.
off. Just like a woman that's in her masculine energy all the time, she's not happy. She'll cope and say, I'm happy, I can fuck whoever I want. That's not true, bro. Yes, you can fuck whoever you want, but you don't want to fuck those guys.
You know what? There's actually, okay, there's been a lot of women in my lifetime where I've met them, like not dating them, but just meeting them, right? And the ones who are super independent, they're all the same. They have so much pride in being independent and being, I'm happy. It's like they're always overplaying on that point. So it's almost like a trend. It's like, yes, you could be independent. Yes, you could be alone. Yes, you could do whatever you want. Sure. But are you actually happy? And then they always go to that point where it's like, I can do whatever I want. I can, you know, they're always trying to defend it, just like how she is.
You want the guy, and he doesn't want you back. That's the reality. But women cope and say, I'm single by choice. No, you're not. You're single because you don't qualify for the guy that you want, because he doesn't want you back. That's like me as a guy saying, I haven't had sex in 2 years, but that's because I don't want none of these bitches. Stop lying. You can't get them. Same thing. A girl
That's
that
what I
can't
said
get a
at the beginning.
relationship is like a guy that can't get laid.
Like
So
you
was there a
said,
point
like
in
you
your
said,
life-
it's the woman's job to retain the man, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
The man that she actually wants.
okay, so my thing is that if I'm a female and I am literally blocking a guy constantly,
Blocking?
and he's still coming after me.
Did you miss the part I just said? A man that you want?
Yeah, a man that I want. I'm constantly blocking
Women don't
him.
block guys that they want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do.
Why?
that doesn't make sense.
Oh. What?
Why? Because I don't trust them.
So I have a question.
Then you
Was
don't
there?
want him. Then you don't want him.
So I have a question.
What the hell?
I
Interesting take. I'd like to see more of that conversation.